Hey guys, I'm back. I'm going to read another devotion out of this. I was going to do, I usually go to Google and do verse of the day sometimes if I don't want to read out of this. But I remember that this is a brand new year and this is a brand new book that I haven't had for very long, except for last year. So I'm gonna, and plus I like this one because it has the name of the devotion, and then it has the Bible verse, and then it has the devotion on the bottom, the name, so when I post this to YouTube, I can name it. And I didn't do a devotion on Sunday again because I had a little too much fun on Saturday afternoon. Well, actually, it was just Dick and I went to the bank, we went to Walmart, and we went down to our favorite tavern, the Rock Bar, and we stayed a little longer than we should have. So Sunday I was feeling a little under the weather, and no, if I consider myself a Christian, okay? In fact, on my mom's side is Lutheran, and then Dick's side is, he said it's Catholic and Mormon. That's what he said. So, but they didn't go to a Mormon church or even a Catholic church growing up as kids. They went to a local church here in that area, but it wasn't a Catholic church or a Mormon church. But that's what Dick's side of the family did. He said when they were growing up, they always got together on Sundays as a family. His parents and his brother and sister, and then that's before his grandmother moved on the property where Cindy's brother and his spouse live now. And no, Cindy's brother and her aren't married, but they've been together since she was basically in like a senior in high school, I think. So they've been together for long enough that they could be considered probably common law married. And so anyway, so yeah, I consider myself a Christian, and if I really thought that drinking was a quote unquote sin, then I wouldn't do it. I myself personally, my own belief, I don't believe I'm sinning in any way. I feel like Heavenly Father knows me, and if he didn't want me on this planet, he could have and probably would have taken me when I was an infant, or even before I came out of my mom's stomach. So yeah. All right, let's get on with today's devotion. Oh, and I'm not wearing my head covering. Oh well, that's okay. It doesn't matter. Today's devotion is entitled, Strengthen the Hand of a Friend. Now, I chose to put this out there to you guys because we are all friends here on YouTube, whether we know each other personally or just online. But you can do this in your actual life too. Strengthen the hand of a friend. And Jonathan, Saul's son, arose and went to David into the wood and strengthened his hand. 1 Samuel 23, verse 16. And that's the KJV version, which is the King James version, which is one of the more harder versions of the Bible than like the NIV. Okay, and so here's the verse that goes with this. Or not the verse, but the devotion. When you strengthen someone's hand, you encourage them. You speak words of affirmation. You remind them of God's faithfulness, and you urge them to immerse themselves in His grace. This Hebrew phrase carries the idea of directing someone to be courageous in spite of their circumstances. Like Jonathan, we all have friends who need to be encouraged. Look around you. Whose hand can you strengthen today? So in your day-to-day life, if you keep in touch with friends and you believe in the good Lord, do something to strengthen their hand. Do something to encourage them, to immerse themselves in the gospel, because it never hurts. It never hurts. And someone could always use some positive thoughts, feedback, prayers, and that's what this devotion today was about. It was about strengthening the hand of a friend. So if you have a friend out there that is maybe who has just suffered maybe a loss, or is going through a sickness or an illness, or someone who might be maybe going through some sort of mental stuff, like maybe depression or something, if you can reach out to them and if you believe in God, you can reach out to them and just say, hey, I know you're having a hard time. I even if you haven't experienced something like loss or illness or anything like such, what you can do is ask them, hey, can I take your hand? Can I pray for you? Or I can lend an ear to listen if you need to scream, if you need to vent, or if you just want to sit in silence. Hey, I'll be there for you. So strengthen a hand of a friend today, or whenever you can. That's what encouraged me to do this devotional for you today, just by the name of it. Just by the name of it. Because I thought that this was an excellent devotion and verse. And if whatever version of the Bible that you may have, go to 1 Samuel 23:16. In fact, even though this is the King James version in this devotional, and my Bible is the NIV, which I'm going to pause you real quick. Oh shoot, I did it wrong. This had been paused all the time because I pushed the wrong button. So Okay, you know what? Oh, I don't want to do it again. I'm going to have to do it again. Okay. Because I had it on pause this whole time. Dang it. Oh. Okay. Anyway, you know what? I'm sorry, you guys. I wish I could edit it out, but I can't. Like, subscribe, comment, and share. I apologize. I had it paused the whole time that I literally was comparing the KJV verse versus the NIV verse out of the devotion I read to you. So I can't believe I had it on pause this whole time when I was supposed to hit the red button to unpause you. So you're not going to see that part because I kept talking, not realizing I was on pause the whole time. So anyway, have a nice day. I hope you enjoyed this devotion. Bye, friends.